This is your news report for the second stimulus check update and your stimulus package update as of Tuesday, August 11th. The Democrats, they are saying that they do not plan on challenging President Trump's executive orders. Rather, they prefer that the state governments and private parties challenge those executive orders so that they don't look like the bad guys. President Trump is promising a tax cut and a lower capital gains tax rate. The House of Representatives is being awarded an additional week of vacation in order to give the politicians more time to focus on their campaigning in their home states. Russia approves a COVID-19 vaccine without completing clinical trials, and they plan to sell this vaccine worldwide. This is your Tuesday news, and I hope you're having a great day. The House of Representatives, they were scheduled to return back to work on September 8th. However, House Majority Leader Hoyer announced a 1-week extension to their vacation in order to allow adequate time to focus on campaigning in their home districts. Under this modified schedule, the members of the House will now be working in Washington for a total of 6 weeks for the rest of the year. In addition to the stimulus package, Congress needs to work on the national budget for the next fiscal year by September 30th. Otherwise, we might face another government shutdown to add to our list of problems. President Trump said over the weekend that he is considering cutting the capital gains taxes in order to create more jobs. Capital gain income, that's the profit that you make from selling stocks, bonds, real estate, etc. In addition to a potential reduction in capital gains taxes, President Trump is also considering an income tax cut for middle-income families. So I don't know if you caught that, but reducing the capital gains taxes, that would primarily help the rich. That is why President Trump said that he would consider cutting income taxes for the middle class. His exact quote was, "We're looking very seriously at a capital gains tax cut and also at an income tax cut for middle-income families." President Trump said that, "I think it will be very exciting. A capital gains tax cut is going to put a lot of people back to work." Trump said that the nation can expect to hear more details about this plan in the upcoming weeks. The Democrats are not expected to challenge the executive orders to extend unemployment benefits, a payroll tax cut, renters assistance, and student loan assistance. The Democrats, they say they are worried that it would look really bad if they were the party to be the ones denying the people from receiving all these benefits. Therefore, the Democrats' plan is to hope that the executive orders are simply unworkable. If the executive orders are workable, the backup plan is to have the state governments and private parties challenge the executive orders. The Democrats are betting that the executive orders will be unworkable in the sense of, we could take unemployment benefits as an example. With Trump's executive orders, it's a new unemployment benefit program where the states would have to implement the new system, which would probably take weeks or months for them to have it up and running. Leader of the Democrats in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, said that getting the new unemployment scheme up would take a month or two. If Trump does make these executive orders workable, then the states, the cities, and the private parties, they would be ready to challenge the executive orders, such as New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo said that the executive orders require the states to chip in $100 of the $400 for the unemployment benefits. Cuomo said that New York does not have that money. Cuomo said that's like handing a drowning man an anchor. He said that it would cost his state $4 billion through the end of 2020. California Governor Newsom said that the extension of unemployment benefits would cost the state roughly $700 million a week. For California to absorb $700 million per week would create a burden. But Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin insists that these state and local governments, they have money left over from the previous stimulus package so that they do in fact have the money. To summarize the status of the executive orders, President Trump has signed them. Democrats say that they will not challenge them. So we're waiting to see if President Trump actually follows through on these orders. Let's take a look at the COVID-19 news. Russia has now approved a COVID-19 vaccine named the Sputnik 5, even though that they have not completed the clinical trials. That's correct. They have not completed the phase 3 clinical trials. The World Health Organization told Russia that they shouldn't cut corners on clinical trials, but Putin responded with, "It works effectively enough." Russia's Minister of Health will begin a mass vaccination campaign this fall. Putin claims to have given the vaccine to his daughter. Putin has declared victory to be the first country to come up with the COVID-19 vaccine and says that it will give you antibodies for 2 years. The United States Health Secretary has responded by saying that the point is to have a vaccine that is safe, not first. Russia says that it is ready to sell the Sputnik 5 across the world. Russia says that 20 countries have pre-ordered more than 1 billion doses. In the United States, COVID-19 cases were 49,536 on Monday, according to Johns Hopkins University. This is the second day in a row that we're under 50,000 daily cases, so it's good to see that cases are on the decline. Fatalities are remaining steady with the 7-day rolling average at 1,051 a day. That's the news for today. Please subscribe. I'll keep you updated. I'll save you some time, and I'll give you any advice when applicable. Thank you so much, and please stay safe.